We are back at Caldwell Park. These are the Townhomes by KB Homes, and this is a market update video for this neighborhood. They have lowered prices in here, about $45,000. They opened in May, and they have sold about 25 out of about 60. And as you can see, there's the Las Vegas Strip, and we are as far west as you can possibly go in West Summerlin here. And the question here is, if you've already purchased one of these homes, these condos, not townhomes, they're townhomes, they're not condos. What do you do? And the answer is that KB has a policy, and they have an addendum to their contracts, which is called a fair price addendum. So if you buy one of these, and it's, let's just say you bought it with the land and could build the property, and it's been 3 months, it's halfway built, and you paid $495 for this big one, which is what it was at the beginning, $495, somewhere around there, and now it's at $450. So now you're upset. What do you do? Well, 40 days before you're closed, so if you bought one of these in May and you paid $495 for it, and now it's at $450, you will get a price adjustment. And KB is one of the only ones that does that. And that is very, very nice. I mean, the other builders across the way here are going to be probably $2.3 to $3 million tri-point homes. They have no such adjustment. They don't really lower their prices. So when KB lowered this is the outside patio area. So the garage is on the other side of the home. And this is very nice because it's pretty sizable for a townhome, and you do get to enclose it fully with a gate, which is really nice. So they have, by the way, I would say many, as in 6 or 8 corner lots available right now, and that is a definite advantage when you are buying one of these. I mean, it's just so much better to get a corner lot, especially when you have one of these. You won't have a home on one side of you, and some of them come with it. They're going to have some where you won't have any homes in the back of you, kind of like this one. So this whole street is going to be like that. So this is the model, but you can buy a lot with. You're not going to have this view, but you also won't have, because there's going to be homes across the street, but you also won't have another townhome right here looking down on you as you're sitting in your patio. And they do have some lots, which I recommend, that are on the north side of the neighborhood. So they're facing north, so that's east, because the strip is that way. There's the strip, and there is north, so you're gonna have the North Mountains. And they have a whole line of these where not only can you have this corner unit, but you can, if you remember, these are the homes that have 5-foot driveways and then regular 19-foot driveways. And that whole street, you're gonna have a 19-foot driveway. So that is very advantageous, and I recommend that completely, because you could have a corner unit, you could have an enclosed large patio, which is larger than the other two, and you can have it facing north and no one beside you. So that's going to bring in you're going to have some privacy, and you're going to have now this is a walkway for the neighborhood, but you're going to be closer to you're going to be right close to the 5-acre park that they're building. So it's going to be similar to this, where you have your patio, then you have this common area, then you have this fence, and right here you have a street. Over on the north side of the neighborhood, you're going to have a pretty beautiful 4-acre Summerland Park. So all of this, by the way, all of this is going to be greenery when it's done. And this is Summerland. So this is, all of these areas that you see are going to be beautiful. It's all going to be desert type landscaping. But I definitely recommend, even more so now, this neighborhood. They do, like I said, they have the price adjustment addendum, which is not common in the industry. And you can get a really nice 1,950 square foot townhome that's brand new with a patio that's enclosed. So if you have doggies or whatever, they're gonna be pretty happy about that. And you're gonna be able to get a regular driveway and have a northern exposure and be over right next to a park, which you will have access to with a gate somewhere along these. They have a door that leads to the gate and some stairs. So these are things that I definitely recommend. But this video is just about, they did lower prices in the last 3 months, which is something I haven't seen in my 17-year career here in Las Vegas, where a builder is lowering prices. They haven't had to do that in 17 years, but KB is the only one that is doing that, and they have sold about 4 or 5. So that may be temporary. They may raise prices here in the near future. That's why they wait 40 days before, because they're going to wait and see what the price is. They're not going to just adjust it every single time, and then they're going to raise prices, and then how do they deal with that? So they wait until 40 days before your close, and they look at what price they have it at, and then they will adjust yours to that price. And of course, that includes all the incentives and everything. So if they gave you, if you bought it for $495 and they gave you a $20,000 incentive, such as towards your loan or towards some upgrades, well, that's really $475. But they do, it's not a losing situation. But I encourage, please, if you have an interest, I have scoped out all the lots in this community. They have a few that are great right now. Please contact me at 702-606-4018. It's very important to have this kind of help when you're doing this, because you will do better. I don't understand some of these, lots that are right backed up to another property, and you could have had such a better house for just a little bit more money, and now that price has dropped $45,000, you can have the best thing in here for the price of a regular one about 3 months ago. So I feel like that's something to be discussed. So please, again, like this video. I'm going to have more of them on other neighborhoods that we've done, and please subscribe to my channel. I live up here in West Summerlin. I love it up here. This is the next neighborhood right across the street. That's going to be Tri Point. I want to do a video next on that. But give me a call, subscribe, and hit that like button. Thank you for watching.